Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu Merfolk Master, and I am here to play Glasspool Simic in Modern Merfolk. A lot of people want to see Glasspool Mimic with the Simic colors. Alright, you got it, but I don't think it's the way you thought it was going to be. We're just splashing green for Commander Speaker for that little extra bit of power. You want us, so you want Simic Merfolk with Glasspool Mimic? Here it is. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before I do my quick deck tech, we're going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com, the content site on Commander, Modern, Standard, Arena, and more. The Manabase is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. And you can support the channel by using my Mana Traders link in the description below. Or you can sign up with my coupon code Nikachu to get 15% off your first 3 months. We're going to thank Mana Traders for being our sponsor. So here's the deal. This basically is the mono blue Merfolk deck with Glasspool Mimic, but instead of Benthic Biomancer, we're playing Commander Speaker, because as we know, this mana base is totally fine, and I'm shaving like one more land to add in one more Glasspool Mimic. I hope I'm not going to be too weak to Blood Moon, but I just want that little bit of extra power. But I do say, because of the rise of death and taxes, I think we should be on Regery instead of what's it called, Merfolk Mistbinder. And because we can get to 3 mana more often because we have 22 lands, I think we should be on Mirror Regery. And by the way, I think we should have this over Death and Taxes, because Death and Taxes makes it very difficult to attack, because Spreading Seas gets undermined by like Ghost Quarter. It gets undermined by it's harder to attack through creatures because of the stupid core, what is it called? Core Artificer? What is that card called? 1 mana gives it's the Mother of Runes. It's a new more Giver of Runes. That's what, yeah, of course. Giver. Why? Came up with some stupid names. Giver of Runes, hard to attack through, but if we have Mirror Regery, we just have to cast creatures, tap them, and if they want to waste their Giver of Runes activation, go for it. If we have multiple Regeries in play, it's going to overwhelm them, and we can attack through them big. So basically the deck is the same, except I am running just something a little bit more powerful in the earlier portions of the game with Commander Speaker. Alright, with that, let's get into our league. Glasspool Simic. Everyone's been waiting for this. Everyone's been waiting. I'm wondering if there aren't better options than Dismember. Absolutely not. 1 mana, kill a creature. That's not going to get better for Merfolk. We lost the die roll. Is Blood Moon the only major downside to this? Yes. Blood Moon is the only major downside. But every so often, Blood Moon is really popular. We actually can't keep this hand. It's we need a Merfolk to cast Silvergill Adept. You are not a Merfolk. You are an imposter. You are in the imposter. There are 2 imposters among us. Vote him out of here. Get out of here. F. Chose the wrong deck for this league. F. I've done that many times. So our opponent isn't even playing with the deck that they wanted to play with. That sucks, because you like burn 2 hours basically to get back to where you want it to be. We'll key... No, sorry, we said we were going to mulligan. Sure, I can keep this. It sort of blows too. I don't really like it. Yeah, I need double blue for a lot of cards in our deck. I was sort of considering just keeping the Mutavault and just have a super threat dense hand, but been with the Mutavault the whole time. Oh no! We're up against Neoform. Well, we have nothing for this matchup game 1. Or we do, but like I don't have it in my hand. Glasspool is sus. First time this ends up being clunky. Okay, pass. I have nothing. Just gotta hope they don't combo off. It's as simple as that. Hopefully they have a crappy hand. That's it. Drop mono blue is better. Out of all the leagues I've played with this sort of similar mana base, this is the first time that we see Commander Speaker is not castable. They put 2 cards on the bottom, so they're digging. Nothing will put a smile on my face more. They put one card on the top, one card on the bottom. That's dangerous. All I want for Christmas is Force of Negation. It's just because you are streaming, yes. These cards are terrible. Don't combo off on me right now, please. I have a family. I've got such a fan base. They're gonna miss me. Alright, can you win from here? I didn't do anything for the first 2 turns, so you have like 2 activations. It's Neobrand. Here's another Summoner's Pact. Well, actually, yeah, if they fizzle, we win because they played Summoner's Pact, so. So you need to win here. I'm guessing it's very hard for them to lose because they just Nourishing Shoaled a million times. What the hell is going on here? They like got all their Nourishing Shoals? Well, they have 21 life, so they can activate a million times. I guess there's just going to be one Manamorphose. I gotta hope that all their Thassa's Oracles are in the last 4 cards, then we can win. Or no, it still won't matter because they could like Manamorphose 4 times if they need to, because they have Manamorphose in the deck. I don't know, I can't remember how many Manamorphoses are in the deck, but they probably can draw into it if they have to. Looks like it's locked. What is the best glass cannon deck? Neobrand is a pretty good glass cannon deck. And Mono Red Prison sometimes. This is it. Aside from that, Goblin Charbelcher is also an option. Okay, let's bring in the stuff. Harbinger is not too bad. Actually, hold on. What do I want here? Definitely Brazen Borrower. Definitely not Spreading Seas. Definitely not Dismember. So after taking those obvious things out, do I have any? I think Harbinger is okay. Yeah, whatever. This is good enough. Gift Storm is like 50 ticks or something. Yeah, Serum Powder. But I think if you want the most glass cannon deck, I mean, this is it. Neobrand is it. I would love to go first. It'd be very useful in this matchup. We have to mull. We have no interaction. Yeah, I can keep this. It has something. And we'll dump, I guess, the Commander Speaker because we don't have green mana. We'll start it off with Glasspool Mimic into Lord of Atlantis. Sorry, Glasspool Mimic into Silvergill Adapt next turn. We can still definitely lose with this hand though. Oops is the OG Glass Cannon. The People's Cannon. Looks like opponent won't waste 2 hours though, since a league with Neobrand is like 35 minutes. It's probably good. It's probably a good deck to jam leagues with. Oh, there's the Botanical Sanctum. Sure. That's actually scary. That means they have another one. That's very scary. Trickster can be useful because if Grizzlebrand enters the battlefield, I could Trickster it after one activation. Instant Cheer is the 0-mana equip deck. How do they even go off and win? I can't really explain it here. And actually, I don't even know how they win anymore because they used to win with Mox Opal. That used to be a very important card in the deck. But I think there is a new version of Cheerios now. Oh, that's an awkward draw. Because I'd love to play that, but I need to get the Lord in play. Yeah, right. Opal got banned. Used to do many things. Now it doesn't do anything. Yeah, Summer's Pact resolves. They're probably ready for us. They're ready. They were born ready. Yeah. I guess I'm going to dump the Lord of Atlantis. If they somehow fizzle, I'm going to want Merfolk Trickster for the following turn. Oh no, it doesn't matter, I guess. I need them to fizzle and they just die to their pacts. Am I wrong to play the Lord of Atlantis? Like, I could play Trickster there, right? Like, I could hold up Trickster. I never thought about that. Yeah, I could have left, but I don't have any pressure to win the game still. And, like, I don't want them to sculpt their hand too much, because they really sort of implied that they had a Veil of Summer. The age-old question against Combo. If I didn't have this Mutavault, it would be different because I could play Commander Speaker and then hold up Interact and hold up Trickster at the same time and still like put some incremental pressure. But still, even against this deck, I don't know if I want to take so much time. If I had a lot of really hard interaction like Force and Negations all day, I would do that. But this is really soft interaction. I mean, all it takes is one Veil of Summer and then screws it over. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The pact kills them. All right, they win the match. Let's move on to the next one. I feel like I've gotten really unlucky versus Neobrand. Like that deck. I don't care what anyone says. That deck is doing very, very badly in the metagame right now because of like Force and Negation. But every single time I'm playing against it, one Force and Negation is never enough. Like it's never been enough, or I never have Force and Negation in my hand for game one. I think Trickster is still pretty good. Because if all goes bad, and also by the way, if my opponent doesn't go off, I can just play a Trickster at end of turn anyway. Oh, we're up against Anders. I think I should mulligan this hand. Okay, so unfortunately, Anders is in the chat, so well, I couldn't keep this hand anyway, so I'll just mulligan it so he doesn't know what I have. Yeah, I can keep this hand. The stream. Well, actually, the ghoster. We should get the terminology correct. He's a ghoster, not a stream sniper. Ghosters are the one that look at your hand. Look who's back. Does this happen automatically? What do you mean? Need a trickster before they draw a billion cards. No, what can happen is they pay 7 life to draw cards, and then you trickstered in response, and then that forces them to pay another 7 life right then and there to find more life gain spells. And if they can't find anything, then the trickster will end the game for that turn. Oh, I won the die roll. That is very convenient. So Trickster does interact with Grizzlebrand. So what happens is they have like say 18. Let's say they have 18 life. They pay 7. Oh, I'm gonna force this. They first pay 7 life, go down to 11. Then in response to the paying 7 life, because they haven't drawn cards, they have to pay the life first. I play Merfolk Trickster to target the Grizzlebrand. In response, they get, and then at that moment, if they let it resolve, they'll draw the cards, but they'll be dead by next turn. So what they have to do is, in response to the Trickster on the stack, they basically have to draw all their cards at instant speed, and they cannot play at sorcery speed. Haggle. Here comes Haggle. Okay, Anders Povert is 0-4 against me. So, anyway, that's the situation. He's looking to win for the very first time. 1, 2. Well, definitely Ox of Igonus is going to get cast next turn. I'm just spewing out Merfolk. And attacking. Maybe we should be packing extra yard hate for the Anders meta. I don't think we need to. Oh, 2 creeping chills. That's not good. Well, this isn't that bad yet. I mean, there is going to be an Ox of Igonus that's going to make things difficult, but... I mean, probably we're dead. Probably we're in a lot of trouble. Did they just not... Why didn't you use the Creeping Chiller? Do you need all 8 cards in the graveyard? Oh, you do. You need the 8 cards. Alright, so they didn't... I don't think they drew... Well, anyway, that's the situation here. They didn't Creeping Chill us, so they could put all these Dredgers in the graveyard. So what's going to come about this? More Narcomoebas, more stuff, more problems. Silver Smoke Ghoul, there's a Conflagrate in the graveyard. My hand is not that good. It didn't turn out that well. I'm gonna have to go to games 2 and 3. I know everyone on YouTube is like, we don't like this. We don't like the hand blocker. Well, too bad. Okay, this is the last card in my hand. Oops. Undo. Undo. Tap down an Ox of Igonus. So I'm pretty dead here. Give the people what they want. No hand blocker. Well, just some people. People are like, it'd be better if we can see the hand. Yeah, but you know what? I don't want to snap lose. So this is 8 damage. I can't... The problem is if I block here, they just easily conflagrate this, and this thing dies anyway because there is a conflagrate in the graveyard. But if I take all the damage, I'm dead anyway. Maybe we block this, so they can't draw a card. Yeah, ghosting. We've got to use the right terminology. Sniping, I mean, you did both. So sniping is when you try to queue up with someone on stream, but then ghosting is when you continue to look at the stream while you're playing. I don't know why you did 1 damage to my Trickster. If this thing dies, it just dies. There's 3 damage already on my Trickster. Anyway, okay, we're dead. Super dead. Sideboarding. You don't get to know, Anders. You don't get to know! 1, 2, 3, 4. Submit. Give stream snipers nothing and take from them everything. Trying. Anders is trying to get on the scoreboard here. Maybe this is Anders' day. That first victory, the first delicious victory against Merfolk. And usually, well, he's already had right now. I think he's beaten his record. Usually we don't even go to game 3. I just win the first and I win the second one. My hand is good. I'm going to keep. Just quit Magic the Gathering online before he wins. Yeah, time to get that Ornithopter in there. Andrew's mulligan to 6, to 5, to 4. That's what Dredge does, though. To 3. You know what? I'm not sure, Andrews, but I don't think you're winning this one. I just got that feeling. Ugh, running so bad. No, you're just running Dredge. That's all. Unfortunately, there's still a game 3. There's always that game 3. Bloodstained Mire. You can get anything with that, can't you? I'm hoping this is not Nature's Claim, but maybe it is. Well, you can't have everything, right? You can't have like Nature's Claim and a Great Cathartic Reunion the next turn. And if he had Nature's Claim, he'd probably use it on my Ether Vial. Dredge without Bazaar of Baghdad is so different. Exile the land, just in case. If by some miracle you would lose, let your timer expire and do a Q&A with us. Punishment for the ghosting. No, I'd rather save my own time. If I had more time, though, sure. The sad thing is he just drew that because he would have played it last turn. Gotta pass. Gotta keep this Relic up. Relic and Rest in Peace need to be banned. I don't know, Rest in Peace, but you're going after Relic of Progenitus of all cards? Guess I'll play Trickster. I really want one more land so I can attack with this Mutavault and hold up Relic of Progenitus at the same time. I don't have a third land yet. But maybe Anders, maybe you can help me. Help me find my next land. Make me crack my Relic. Make me crack my Relic. Help me, Anders. I need help here. I need a little help. Help found. I'm guessing there's going to be a Lightning Axe here or something. What's for 2 mana? 2 Lightning Axes, maybe? Oh, you want a Dark Blast. That dredging is pretty crappy, though. Okay, so in response to that, I'm going to play Mass of the Pearl Trident. I can resolve, and I guess I'm going to empty the graveyard. Or should I? Maybe I can let Dark Blast live. No, Dark Blast is too dangerous to stay alive. You can kill off all my lords with this card. Okay. No resources, no supplies. I'll be back by Christmas. I pass. Even though I'm drawing a lot of mana sources, it seems to be more than good enough to beat Dredge deck that mulls to 3. Okay, let's see. Oh, there could be like a pretty good comeback here. Need some creeping chills. No creeping chills. Or one creeping chill? That's not going to do it, though. Ew. I almost clicked through my turn. Or not click through the turn, click to the attack step, and I wouldn't have had enough stuff to attack with. Alright, we go to game 3. No! No watchies. Okay, just gonna put to the side, submit deck. I hope I remember to tell everyone what my sideboarding strategy is. Ruining the content, Anders! You're on the wall of shame. No justice for our hero. You're definitely not it. Oh, that's interesting. So renewable 2/2 killer every turn. Most diabolic indeed. Yeah, it'd be every other turn. It'd be every other turn. Because what you can do is, at your upkeep, you play Dark Blast, goes to the graveyard, but then you dredge it back to your hand and you can use it again. Yeah, that's what Lord Asac says. They began the game with 7 cards. I have to mulligan. Okay, I keep. I will toss. This card. Force a negation, of course. I'm gonna try to force your stuff all day, Anders. That's how it works around here. You know how I do it. But he kept at 7, so he probably has a pretty good hand overall. But sometimes all you have to do is slow the dredge deck down by like 1 turn. Shenanigans. Okay. You soaked up your whole turn for that. I'm guessing you don't really have much to do. Oh, okay, so maybe conflagrate this thing away. Yo, chat, should I make cookies tonight? Yes! Always make cookies. Okay, I have regrets playing that Master of the Pearl Trident now. But still no dredge card in the graveyard. Okay, pass the turn. Oh, why don't you put Shenanigans in the graveyard? I mean, you at least get to dredge for 1. Well, I guess you want to draw something better. Oh, that was a good draw, Poverk. That was a good draw. You know it. Shit. Oh, that was a good draw for me. Goodbye, all this crap. I'm just thinking, do I crack it now and leave you with nothing? How many conflags does Dredge run these days? Like 1 to 2, not that many. Okay, I will crack. I just don't want to give you an inch. Give you nothing. Because we know you have like... You don't even have a target for the shenanigans. Sometimes a good guy just can't catch a break. Sometimes. We have the mana confluence to just randomly play a prized amalgam now. Time to bring in the power. Time to bring in the beef. Poverk isn't talking in the chat, huh? I guess he's concentrating. Yes, Poverk's pace of play is really fast. Dude, but the problem is cracking after the dredge is that they at least they'll at least put more cards into the graveyard, and or how do I put it? Okay, if I crack after the dredge, he can then play Life from the Loam again and then get the dredging engine on. Like for now, for 2 turns in a row, he hasn't put a dredge card because the game can just go out of control very quickly if you give them like just a little bit of room to kill you, just a little bit of room. It starts with Life from the Loam, but then like they get like I don't know a dredge into another card draw into a dredge, and then they Ox of Igonus, and then all of a sudden they hit a bunch of Creeping Chills, and we're I'm super doomed. Five zero. If I had a league playing against you every round, I'd get a trophy for it. Where's my trophy? Anders, where's my trophy? Give me my trophy. Yeah, we got it. We still had Merfolk Trickster in hand. So before I should just show like what my sideboarding was. Of course I brought in a fourth Force of Negation, and as you see, I use them aggressively. Like I don't want if Dredge doesn't have a good start right out of the beginning, you can catch up to them, like as we saw in this game. And of course, I brought in the 4 Relic of Progenituses. I decided, and I brought in 4 Harbingers because I think Harbinger is better than Silvergill Adept. This thing dies to Dark Blast and also doesn't interact with the board in any other way. And I decided out 2 Spreading Seas because I actually think it's clunky against Dredge and the 3 Dismembers. All right, that's that. Let's move on to round 3. We're having a quick league today. Get rid of the game stream sniping one. The anti-Anters Poverk shield. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna get some water. I just need a little bit more water. Nothing to drink here. All right, I'm back. Good game, Anders. See you next time. Today's guest star is Anders Poverk. I'm up against Bugsy. We lost the die roll. I think I can keep this. Let's see what we draw. I could start off with Glasspool Mimic on the draw, or I could end up playing with Commander Speaker. We'll see what I draw. If I draw an island, I'll definitely go Commander Speaker into like Lord Trickster and then Glasspool Mimic into Reejery. What this be? Arbor Elf in a Temple Guard deck. I have no idea what this is. Okay, we're going to do this first now because I didn't draw the land. White Ponza, maybe. Still Choke. Choke's available. Gotta be Utopia Sprawl, right? You untapped the wrong land! What the hell? This is punt of the day. Holy shit. Good old misclick start. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. So I have no idea what this deck is about, but I am going to Trickster this Arbor Elf. Yeah, we're just gonna Trickster the Arbor Elf and slow our opponent's mana down, follow that up with the Reejery, and hopefully just steamroll them after that. What a play. They'll still get to play a 3-drop if that's what they were intending to do this turn, but at the very least, I think we'll slow them down from the higher end of their curve. Oh, they had nothing to do. Yeah, that was a big misplay. Okay, Glasspool Mimic helping me at least curve into Regery. So what's this going to be? Heliod! Shit, we could die next turn. Okay, so I can empty a lot of my hand. Does it require white mana? It does. So anyway, this is free. I'm going to get all those Kamena speakers on the battlefield. For 8-11. I only have 11 power in play. It's too bad. And I have 2 spreading seas here. I could really screw over this Arbor Elf. Alright, we win next turn. So you need a white source to play your Walking Ballista and give it lifelink. You got it? What's going to happen here? Spike Feeder. Is this an infinite life combo? Is that it? Do I just lose here? Well, I don't lose. Okay, I'm going to yield through this turn, but I'm not going to give up. This is Magic Online. You may go. Okay, you. If anyone knows me, I'm gonna make them play it out. I don't give a fuck if they have to click through 200 to put themselves to 200 life. I'm attacking for 50 damage every turn if I can or have to. You drew a Horizon Canopy, amazing. You're gonna gain life. I'm telling you that right now. I won this matchup many times. Okay, so let's play this. Let's untap a land. I will Spreading Seas this thing too. Can't make mana out of nowhere, right? So what I can do here is like dismember the Spike Feeder. Hold on. And just force them to put themselves to an arbitrary large life total right now. Sure. Enjoy. Anyway, this is gonna be funny. They might have another Spike Feeder in hand though. Shit. I should have attacked first. I screwed this up. Oh, hold on. I should know. I automatically yield this thing. Always yield. And always yield this one too. There we go. Oh no, they've got another Spike Feeder. Oh no, then maybe they don't. No, there's no infinite option for life on Magic the Gathering Online. Or I think I can F6, right? Yield through turn, because it should take me to my attack step when you yield through the turn. If it doesn't, whatever. Honestly, if Magic Gathering Online had loops, that deck would be way more bearable. Is there a yield through phase? Hopefully I don't die to this Arbor Elf. I just hope they don't have a second Spike Feeder. They might be able to gain enough life that they would be satisfied. Because this is pretty fast, and it's not many triggers, and they seem to have some like auto things going on as well. It's a war. Don't underestimate Merfolk. If I have one more Lord, I'm going to deal another billion damage. Well, if they have another Spike Feeder, I bet they would give up at this point because I'm empty-handed. So they don't have another Spike Feeder. So they know it's like, this is it. This is it. We might not get another shot at this. How does someone not get fed up with this playing it consistently for days? I mean, in real life, it's easy. 2 billion life in 2 seconds, which could be fun, but like 20 minutes for 1,000 life seems like annoying for the opponent too. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to discourage these stupid 2 card combos. You're betting they will stop at 300? I don't think they want to stop at 300, but it's still soaking up time. It's good to know. You know, 100 life used to be worth like 10 minutes on the old clock. That's why you could consistently win this. Now, this is a totally different thing. They're gaining actually a good, healthy chunk of life. Like, this is buying them at least, I don't know, like they've bought themselves 5 turns as it is right now. Oh, they gave up. All right, so, and now attack with all creatures. Let's go. They gave up at 201. All right. Let's do it. I hope you need green mana. Is this Walking Ballista? Collected Company. Oh no! Really need to stop this Arbor Elf. Another Spike Feeder! Oh well. Alright, we're back to square one. Just play another Mutavault. What the fuck? This is probably not a good matchup. Because these creature combo decks are, well, like we only have it's good if you have a lot of removal, but if you don't have a lot of removal, it's bad. Because like we have very limited removal, you know, like we have Dismember and then that's about it. So like our game plan will be more heavily based on like I don't know, basically like killing Arbor Elf than anything else. It's another Coco. Goodbye, Walking Ballista, but maybe they have a way of bringing it back from the graveyard. One or more creatures we put onto a creature you control, that many +1 counters are put on that creature instead. When Conclave Mentor dies, you gain life equal to its power. So this Spike Feeder is basically going to get infinitely large. Well, it's a good thing I have a blocker on the battlefield. At least one blocker on the battlefield. Imagine if I dealt with this Arbor Elf somehow. This game would not be so hard. They're sort of choked. They were choked on mana this game. Okay, now what do we need in this game? We need Harbinger to bounce the Spike Feeder, which we don't have in our main deck. That is interesting. Okay, so let's play this. Untap. And also dismembering this thing is now impossible. Trying to wonder if I have to save this Trickster for some particular moment, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. And truth be told, maybe we should have lost a lot earlier. Are you running Borrower in the main? No, I don't have a Borrower in the main. Are you going to move counters to like Arbor Elf? Well, I can play Trickster here. I have a few triggers. Actually, I could Trickster this feeder in. I could Trickster this feeder right now and then force them to do something. Like they now need to make it arbitrarily large, and this would be because otherwise I might be able to gang block. Oh, I can't really do a good job gang blocking it. Opponent is at 141 life. That's right. We get into these interesting games. You want to play this sort of deck? Go for it. That's how it is on this channel. I do not resign to dumb two-card infinite combos unless it will kill me immediately. All it is it's just a two-card infinite life gain combo, that's all. But the thing is, like, we can attack for a lot. That's the difference. Never surrender. We will defend ourselves for forever. How did they move counters to this thing? Can someone explain that to me? Pay 2 mana, remove a +1/+1 counter, put a +1/+1 counter on a spike feeder. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. Oh, they're gaining life and putting counters. I get it. So like they just have 3 ginormous creatures. So they're just gaining life from the spike feeder and then opting to have put the they gain life, and whenever they gain life they get to put counters on stuff. I fortunately have 3 creatures though. We will defend. So I actually could have defended myself a little bit here. If I just play Trickster pre-combat, tap down, I don't know, this thing, Trickster this, and just let them attack with Arbor Elf. But I'm not dead. Do you have trample? No? Okay then. Give me another Trickster. Give me way more time. This is nice, but fuck you, Heliod. Look how big my board is. It's useless though in the face of the stupid spike feeder. Oh, why did you have to draw a second one? Why did you have to draw a second one? Okay, but we ate up. The good news is we ate up like at least almost 10 minutes on this match. Oh my god, all the spike feeders. We don't have many turns left. They got 1 hit from Coco. That's no, not this. I mean, they still had a 20 life or whatever. But that's true. I mean, if they didn't find it on Coco, I wonder how this game would have changed. Because I mean, I would have just attacked them for like 50 a turn. Like we had what? Everything was five. We had three, four. Like how many creatures have I sacrificed? I would have had like this. I would have had 60 power in play. Okay, I think I can concede. Okay, I'm just gonna chump and lose. Even though I am sort of on the drain their um time plan. Okay, we definitely want Force Negation in here. Probably want Brazen Bar. We're definitely want some Spreading Seas, especially since they're playing Arbor Elf. Definitely need Dismember. Definitely, I don't think I need Silvergill Adapt in this matchup. We just want Brute Force power, plus some interaction. Maybe Harbinger. Maybe Harbinger's better than Silvergill Adapt. I don't know. Definitely want Commander Speaker. Want Brazen Bar to at least bounce Heliod at the right moment. Anyway, let's just do this. Probably not a good matchup. I've never played against this thing before. I mean, I heard of it. Heard of it. This is a pretty crappy hand. No one drops. That's clunky. I'm gonna mulligan. Too clunk. This hand's a lot better. I can keep this. I'm inclined to toss the vial. Because I don't think I need the 3 mana to get to Regery. And for all I know, this deck plays with like Vizier of Remedies and like all the other stupid cards as well. So here's a good question. Do I dismember this thing right now? They have Walking Ballista in this deck. I'm inclined to kill this thing. I don't know if this is correct. I just don't know the matchup well enough. But it enables me to like tap out to put a Lord in play right now. Okay. Spreading Seas now? Oh, they got the art. Okay, so like we can't stop their mana plan basically. So they're gonna have a lot of mana next turn. They could just Coco into the combo. But if they don't, yeah, I'm just gonna play Regery because I could play Trickster, but it's just stalling for 1 turn and I don't go anywhere. Like my board state is basically the same. I just need to hope that my opponent bricks on whatever they're looking for. They have access to 6 mana, so they could just combo off right here and now. You're asking if bolting the bird is correct, something like that. Why don't you untap your Utopia Sprawl? Get your Spike Feeder. So I get to empty my hand is what you're trying to tell me. So you can remove... You have to pay mana to move these things. Do I have almost lethal here? Because I have 12. This is close. I have almost lethal. I could play Trickster, untap a land, tap down Conclave Mentor, force them to chump block with this. Oh no, they're at effect. They're at a higher life total than I think they are. But they still have to chump block. And they'll gain some life. But they still have to chump block. Okay, so that's fine. Getting a combo piece off the battlefield is good. Oh no, they don't have to chump block. Oh no, what have I done? They don't need to chump block. They just gain life. That was stupid. I could have at least tapped down like their Arbor Elf and like their Forest at upkeep. to prevent them from having mana. I could just attack with everything. Shit. Yeah, they don't have to do anything. Anyway, that was a punt by me. They go to 1. All right, you got it, or are you looking for it? I mean, you can chord for it, right? Like that was such a blunder. I didn't think about that. Oh well. So hope for the best here. It's been a while since I played against Spike Feeder. I mean, the last time I saw Spike Feeder see very serious play was like back in like the pod days, really. Oh, good. They can't combo off this turn. All right, so that's some good news. Merfolk to tap something down. So here's the deal. They can make these 4/4s, if I understand that correctly. They can even put a counter on Spike Feeder. Remove a counter, add 2. These can be 4/4s, but I think I still can wipe out the board. It was big in Eldrazi Winter because it was the only decks with a chance. Access to 4 mana. Okay, I guess we're just going to try to wipe the board here. Leave them with nothing. If my calculations are correct. Or they'll make like a pretty big Spike Feeder. They could do that too. Oh, so we just get blown out here? Maybe we just get blown out. I didn't think about that. The conclaves make them even larger. Each conclave mentor will make each creature larger. Damn it, we just need to top deck a Merfolk. We tap something down and we win. Didn't work like I thought it was going to work. But I think this is still good enough for our opponent because they can still like gain a lot of life off the Spike Feeder. But this game would still be a lot easier if I just had a Merfolk to tap something down with Rejury. So a bunch of lords are about to die. Or maybe not. They have to gain at least a little bit of life. They're going to make a giant Spike Feeder. But I don't get it. Now these mentors die. Nothing else dies. I don't know if that was the right line. Or, like, I don't know. I can't see it from my opponent's perspective. But I feel like they could have done something differently instead of buffing up the Spike Feeder, buff up these other things, have like 2 5/5s, block them, block with just chump block, sack the whole Spike Feeder for life. Like, you can block the largest thing too. Like, as is, I get like everything. Now you have no board. Our opponent definitely had a better line there. So we're going to go to a game 3. Oh, that is just fantastic. Oh, we're going to yield through this turn. That's magic, folks. Okay, so now we're back to the same situation that we were in before. We're just going to Wait it out. Our opponent killed their spike feeder somehow by accident, so there is some justice in this world. So our emotions are running strong. Very, very happy, very, very sad, now very, very happy again. Alright. Fuck, what do we do? What do we do? I don't know what to do against this deck. Do I bring in, like, do I keep Silver Gale Adapt so I can draw into, like, I don't know, Dismember or something? Maybe Brazen Power is not even that good here. Oh god. I don't even know what I want here. We won somehow. Probably not a lot of time left in the round. Oh yeah, they also they didn't have a lot of time. They had to be very careful with their time. I guess I'm gonna keep Harbinger. Submit. There's a lot of ways we can like totally mana screw them. They have 11 minutes left. This hand doesn't look that good. It needs a little bit of help, and I'm just gonna have to pray for it. Yeah, 11 minutes is like an eternity. I would rather they gain 300 life than misclick the thing to death. Hardened Scales. This deck looks so fucking hard to beat. All these cards are brutal. That was such a bad draw. That was terrible. I can't use that card at all, and I really want to 2-drop Merfolk so I can play it on turn 2. Are you trying to go for Coco? Yeah, these were bad draws, so I guess I'm just gonna play the second vial. Well, apparently infinite combos are so hard to play. Oh, there's Spike Feeder again. Glasspool Mimics, are you gonna help us somewhere in the near future? I needed you earlier. I have a feeling we are trying to dodge a lot of cards next turn. I have to hope our opponent's stuck on 3 land and they don't have Heliod. Well, they have Heliod. Alright. Here comes the arbitrarily large amount of life. We do have the power in play, though. We do have the power. What does Green Merfolk get? Huh? What does Green Merfolk do? A good 1-drop on turn 1. That's what we got. Alright, yield to this turn. Oh, so they have like a gigantic creature. They have a gigantic spike feeder. So we're going to lose actually very quickly. So, I mean, this is just a combo in itself. We didn't have the interaction. Well, this is what the deck does. I mean, like, they have it every time because that's all this deck does. That's the point of this deck, is to have it. They're all focused on these 2-card combos. And the thing that tears up these decks is if, you know, like basically attrition. Like, you know, creature removal, Thoughtseize. But we have very little of those cards, so we don't have like really good interaction for any of the particular creatures that enter the battlefield. Path would be good here. It would. I mean, I don't know what else is in their hand. They might have like several Heliod, several Spike Feeders, and they were just going for the combo here. But they don't... Okay, so one thing they don't have is a way of actually pushing through. Is the only combo Spike and Heliod? No, they also have Walking Ballista and Heliod. But if they're missing one piece of those, like for example, let's say they have Spike Feeder and Walking Ballista, it does nothing. They have that, like they have more than one combo. Okay, so they can just easily kill me here. All right, good game. Move on to the next one. You like Surgical for this reason? I don't really like Surgical because you already have to kill it, and that's just hard enough in itself. I mean, if you're playing a remove based deck and you have Surgical, yeah, sure, it's fine. Like Death Shadow. Oh my god, are we gonna do this? We're gonna play against this again? We're gonna play against something similar because this is Laplacian. Did I at least get to go first? I get to go first. We might have a chance here. We are up against basically the same, not the exact same deck, but another counters company type of deck. Now, our hand is relatively good. We have actually a lot of aggression and a little bit of disruption, but I have to hope that I'm countering something like Aladimri's Call or counters Collected Company. Actually, I don't even know if it's Collected Companies in his deck. That was your friend that I just played against? Um, well, if I'm getting the lands, I'm just gonna cast my creatures. But next turn I'll play Reejerey, and I'll probably pitch the Silvergill Adept to force a negation if I get the option. Because this is also a 2-card combo. Maybe he's playing it. There's Devoted Druid. That was a good draw. So maybe I'm going to ignore what I was going to do. Yeah, I'm probably just going to ignore what I was going to do. Let's get rid of this thing. Play Lord. I still have a turn. I still have a kill next turn with Mare Reejerey. Yeah, this is Laplacian. Counters Company Master. Sure. Awkward. Because there's at least one chomp blocker there. That is awkward. Never mind, stop, don't clap. Please stop. I think this deck has main deck Veil of Summer. The lucky effer beat me in the F&M finals last Friday. Anyway, our hand apparently was really lucky. They might have had the combo, but no payoff. Okay, I want to try something experimental here. Super experimental. We're playing Merfolk Control post board. Super, super experimental plan. Actually, gonna side out some Spreading Seas for this. And the plan is we're gonna play Chalice on 1 and on 2. That's the plan. Shave on Cometa Speaker because we're gonna play Chalice on 1 and 2, and actually we're gonna bring in Brazen Bar because this might be the only thing I can cast once I have 3 mana on up in play. Like this, or maybe I keep the Brazen Cometa Speakers. I take out Silvergill Adapt. I don't know what I want to do. This is what I'm gonna do. Merfolk Control. Merfolk Control. Submit deck. Kind of random, but I'll put this out there. Lifebane Zombie as a sideboard card has so much power in terms of viable targets than it has ever had before in It's a House in this matchup. How is Chalice super bad? Why is it so bad, Cactus Vishmuk? His deck is all 1 mana and 2 mana cards. Anyway, this says not a good control hand, so I'm gonna mulligan. It's okay. Keep. I'll have to dump something. I'm gonna try to bounce something later. Yeah, we're gonna put it on 2, people. We're gonna put it on 2. Don't you worry. We're putting it on 2. Guess I'll get rid of the Lord because not a good control card. We're putting it on 2. Here's the thing. I don't think I'm always gonna die. I can interact with this deck a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna die. Oh, look at the Mishra's baubles. The baubles, people. The baubles. 2 Mishra's baubles. Okay, here we go. 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 Chalice on 2. Chalice on 2. Chalice on 2. Here we go. 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 Chalice on 2. Chalice on 2 is coming. 4 more turns. Sorry, 3 more turns. 3 more turns. We got Chalice on 2. 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 Shit. Giver of Runes. Fuck you. Ooh. How do I best use this card, though? How do I best use this card? Do I just kill you? No, I think I gotta kill something else that comes out. I gotta kill, like, the target. The thing. Yeah, I know. Look, I'm gonna put the Chalice on 2, people! You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Why you don't believe me? Why you don't believe me? Why you don't believe me? Believe me. Start believing. I will show you. Chat, they don't believe... I don't know why they don't believe me. They're gonna bring in Lurrus. Lurrus is on the way. They don't believe me. I don't get... They don't believe me. It's not too bad. That could have been a lot worse. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't believe me. Oh my god, they don't believe me. They don't believe me. They don't believe me. Well, we have Force Negation in the deck. I don't think this deck is running Court of Calling, if I remember correctly. They don't believe me. They don't believe. They don't believe in Chalice on 2. Anyway, I've never played this plan before, so I'm very excited to see how it's going to work out. Finale of Devastation on 2. Sure. What's it going to be? Which one? Okay, so like Lurrus every turn is going to be a bit awkward, but whatever. Bucket. Do you believe it now? Do you believe it now? Isn't Postmortem Lunge like 2 mana? Okay, here's Lurrus. Bring back Devoted Druid all you want. Okay, they get two cards a turn. I would really like to kill this Lurrus. But I guess that's just not going to happen. Oh, actually, do you know what is a problem? Lurrus just being getting pro something is a problem. That actually might be a big deal. That might be a thing. So I do need to find a good answer to Lurrus. Okay, so we're gonna play Brazen Borrower. Followed up with a Glasspool Mimic. Okay, pass. They didn't believe me, chat. Chat didn't believe me. Actually, now, what are you gonna do? Give pro green or pro blue? Pick your poison. Look how desperate Laplacian is acting all of a sudden. Oh, you did not see this coming. Didn't see that plan. Yeah, you get 2 cards a turn off of Mishra's Bauble. Go for it. I'm gonna play Brazen Bar, fucking copy it, and attack you in the air for like 1,000,000. Oh no, there's 2 Giver of Runes to give the pro twice to Luris. We need to dismember. Chat did not believe. Did not believe me. Look what we have done to this deck. Look what has happened. Unbelievable. I need a Chalice on 0. Chalice! No Chalice. I can crack this. Chalice! Chalice on 0 would be gas! Oh! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Do you believe me now? Well, what if he has Path to Exile? That would really suck. Okay, let's attack first. A lot of people don't believe it today. Glasspool Prison. I know! Anyway, I can't interact. I gotta do it. We just gotta cast and hopefully there's no Path to Exile here. Otherwise I gotta copy one of these stupid creatures. Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't! Yes! 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 You chat didn't believe me. Counter! Oh, wait, you cost X. Fuck. It's X. I didn't know it was X. Has haste. I thought it was a colorless and one for some reason. Now it's happening. Finale on 2. Damn, it was so close. So close. Okay, well we're gonna bring in Relic maybe next game too. That's the solution. We're just gonna fucking bring in Relic. Okay, hold on, yield through this turn. He had to have drawn that. Based on... Or I need like a Force of Negation. Like I still have Force of Negation for this card. But to be honest, I think this is the best plan that I have against this deck. I would rather also just play it on Chalice on 1 and Chalice on 2. And wow, so many Finale of Devastations in hand. 3 Finale of Devastations! Wow. Alright. Okay, now what do we do? He knows my plan. He knows my secret plan. So do I bring in Relic now? I think that's too much. I feel like that's too much. No lube, he just did it to you like that, I know. Because like the thing is, I notice that I can interact with the deck quite a bit, but there comes a point where if I'm interacting a lot, I don't actually like I'm not putting enough pressure, but if I put a lot of pressure, then I'm not interacting, I just lose on the spot. So then I had this idea, well, if I'm interacting, let's interact the whole way and just have Chalice, because I can get to 4 mana. I realize I can get to 4 mana relatively well against this matchup. If I do, I just don't have any clock to win the game. Twitch censors lube, does it? I've played this a million times. Yeah, you've played it a million times, but did you bring in Chalice to play it on 2? Did you do that? All those Finale of Devastations, how dirty. Maybe I want Harbinger now. Just for that stupid creature. Actually, do you know what? I should bring in Harbinger just to bounce creatures after I play Chalice on 1. That sounds about right. You tried it, you didn't work once. It's gonna work for me. But the sad thing is it probably didn't do anything. Because he had all these he had all these stupid Finale of Devastations in hand. Give me a Chalice. Give me a Chalice. Just give it to me. This is not Chalice. In fact, there's no interaction here. I can't beat any sort of rollout that he had. No, this hand's not good either. How far can I go? I don't think I can go very far, to be honest. I think I gotta keep this and just roll with it. Do I dump a land and just hope I top deck a land so I can go Trickster and bounce something and get a little tempo? These are nice. Tempo! I know we need lords. I know. I'm throwing it away anyway. I play Void Control and this combo crap is nearly unstoppable. I'm sure they love it. This hand is not that good. The hand, well, I don't think I can mulligan further though. The Giver. To Protector. This is fine. Bird. The birds. Another bird. What do I do now? I didn't really expect that. You may absolutely do that. I'm playing dumb. Why did I even do that main phase? I know I'm going to do it anyway. I'm playing very loose. Very loose today. You sound like my woman when she says everything is fine. It's not really. It's fine. It's just, it's fine. It's okay. Okay, I can kill that. Can't kill that though. That's a lot of mana dorks. That's not a bad draw. That's at least another creature I can put on the battlefield. Alright, so I have a clean attack here. And we'll kill the Vizier. And we'll get to draw a card at the end of turn. Alright. Maybe I have a shot. And I didn't even have any good interaction. I mean, they could still win here. Oh no, but they don't have haste on this Devoted Druid. They needed this Devoted Druid to be dead. That could be convenient. All I can say is this is all coming up pretty well. I'm just going to attack with everything. What if I just kill this? No, but you could still have Path to Exile. See, no Chalice, no problem. I still believe in the Chalice plan. I still believe. I am a believer. I don't know. Maybe being aggro still works, but somehow in my mind, like, this combo deck just combos off too much against me anyway. Actually, if I dismember this, they can just... Well, if they chump block, they lose everything. No, they don't lose everything. If I dismember this, they'll give pro blue, block, 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 untap, and maybe win. Anyway, so we'll just do it like this, I guess. I don't attack for lethal. I just went over this. They can triple block, take 6, go to 1. And this thing will have pro blue. I'm guessing there's a Path to Exile here. Or not. All right, here we go. I'm just thinking, if I dismember this, is this in my best interest? Because they post-mortem lunge next turn, tapping out. They get Druid in play. They can tap, untap, tap again. Well, then they need, I guess they need a white mana source in order to combo off, because they'll have haste. Because otherwise I could just force them to have... Because the other option is, if I just... Well, no, but then they have haste anyway. Postmortem lunge will at least eat up 2 life. Oh, no, there also could be still, like, Veil of Summer in hand. Okay, what if you have Veil of Summer? That would really suck. But if I let this resolve and all your stuff dies, then I could dismember at your upkeep? I think I can dismember at upkeep. Like, this isn't dealing any damage this turn anyway. Well, I can play around Veil by soaking up a mana this turn. Is Postmortem Lunge an instant? Oh, they said good games. This would be the first time I beat Laplacian. I have no idea how that happened. Chat did not believe in Chalice of the Void. I can't believe it. I believed it. Did you not see the little bit of desperation out of him when that happened? The desperation. Yeah, I get dunked on. Well, so that is the first time I ever beat him. That's definitely that. If there was one good turnout for today, I've never beaten Laplacians this deck. This is just brutally bad for Merfolk. Charles did nothing. No. It did something. It sent a message. It sent a message, and I got Chalice on 0-2. If only my... What was his hand? Like, I think he had enough mana in play, but maybe he didn't have any mana for Hour of Devastation. Or no, it was Finale of Devastation. I don't know. I have to look at the match. Under some circumstances, it might do everything, because the whole deck is a bunch of 2 mana cards anyway. 1 mana and 2 mana cards. Hey there, Nikachu. Just watched a recent video you had of the deck. Love the new additions. Can't wait to see more gameplay. You're watching it as we are playing it right now. So anyway, that was round 4. Let's go into round 5. If we go, these are brutal matchups. I would think, however, the good matchup would be Neoform, but we lost miserably, like very, very badly. Or I don't know, maybe I need more Graveyard. Maybe I need Grafdigger's Cage over Relic of Progenitus. Or something. What helped the most is that his hand was bad in game 3. Miso soup or hot and sour soup? I think I'm more... Oh. Honestly, I'm not a fan of either of them. I guess I go with miso soup. I don't like sour soup for the most part. I like spicy soup, but I don't like sour. I'm not a fan of sour. We're up against T-Book 23. Hi, good luck. Boo! Oh, I forgot to play the music today. Our opponent's playing with Luris. Alright. I'll keep this. We won the die roll. Hand's fine. Oops, I should have played Botanical Sanctum. Miso is not tasteless. Not tasteless at all. Miso soup.
It's a weird flavor.
This league has been just a roller coaster of emotions. My brother's waking up. Yeah, I finally beat Laplacian. Never happened before. I guess it's shadow time. Maybe we'll finally find some use out of Harbinger. Oh my god, all this Mishra's baubles. No blocks. You attack me for 3, I'm gonna attack you back for 3. I'd prefer to have drawn a blue source so I have... or at least an island or something so I can cast this Force of Negation. Okay, I'm sort of hoping our opponent taps out this turn so I can play Glasspool Mimic and not worry about having to copy a Speaker instead of a Master of the Pearl Trident. Where did Shadow go? Like, it was everywhere last week, and this is like our first Shadow opponent. The meta this today is like, what the hell? What is going on here? Here comes the attack. They're probably going to kill our Master of the Pearl Trident, though. If they use 2 manas to do it, I will snap off this Force of Negation. I'll just snap it right off and snap. We call that modern. We do. This thing, okay. I can live with that. I can deal with that.
What's the record?
2-2. Okay, we can attack for 4. And if they want to block, sure. I don't care. Go for it. Again, we like drew very poorly though. I don't have a, if I have a blue card for Force Negation, I can protect our board and attack our opponent for the win. But now we're just vulnerable to anything that they play. Yep. I protect. But I cannot protect. Now this thing's gonna get really big. So what do we want to draw? We want to draw a Trickster. Trickster would be nice. Trickster? Harbinger? No, we don't have a... Okay, what can I do here? This is a 9-power creature, so I need to block something next turn. And I still can't even hardcast this Force. I think I'm just going to attack for 5. And then chump block this with the Mutavault, and then hope to... If they attack with both creatures, I hope to rip a Lord and beat them. Like, if we drew a Lord here, we actually have lethal on the board. Assuming they don't have a removal spell. Right, it needed to be a 2-mana Lord. Specifically. Alright, let's go for the chump block. Nikachu 3, Nikachu 2, Nikachu 1. Nikachu, oh my god, what? Somehow these emotes are not showing up.
Big brain attempt to see if this works.
Oh. Writing out the emote to see if it would show up. Dang, nope. Thought copying and pasting the emotes was a Galaxy Brain strat and wanted to see what would happen. It showed the text. That's what happened.
You should put free subs on, like Frank or Phase Z or something. Or better Twitch TV. You should have some free subs.
Well, they have free subs. Look at the smiley face. That's free.
That's just standard Twitch beat.
And it's free.
You can have custom ones on, like Frank or Phase Z.
I thought I was going to go down as the man who broke Twitch. No one else thought of this before. Okay, we are hoping for a Teamer Battle Rage that gets countered. And then I top deck a Lord for victory. For justice! Fuck. Okay, now what do I want? Trickster! For justice! This is terrible. I needed this last turn. Or I don't know when I needed this, but I needed this before. Especially when this bolt was here, just to protect my creature from earlier. Well, we're dead. Yeah, even had the Lord, but it was too late. Yeah, if we drew the Lord last turn, we would win, but not on this turn.
It'll be okay.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna chump block these creatures, and I'm gonna die a horrible death. I still need Trickster. Trickster will help us get back. How do you have nothing to do in this game? Great, it's just all creatures. Wow. Just wow. Okay, I'm dead. We're not coming back. It's not happening. Alright. Alright, Harbinger, show your worth in this matchup. And also it's Rakdos, I'll bring in Chalice. Cards we don't want. I don't really want Force Negation. I think we can take out some mana sources. Ooh, I need to take out a lot of stuff. Okay, take out Kamena Speaker. I don't know, one Glasspool Mimic? Don't want to take out too many things. But I guess this is going to be it. Okay, and this is the matchup where we want to see if Harbinger is going to do, like, anything. Keep. How to trap a Death Shadow deck.
You put a carrot underneath a box, and the box has a fucking twig. Comes around.
I do feel like slightly robbed from last game, though. It looked like a game that we could easily win, but we did not. We did not win that game. Alright, come on. Are you double queuing? Fuck. You didn't. I said hi, good luck. You didn't say anything back. See? It's a sign of someone who's too busy to say hi, good luck back. So, as it is, I think I'm going to Brazen Borrower the Soulscar Mage back to their hand. Or not. I'm doing maybe not. Maybe I just play Master of the Pearl Trident and bounce it with Harbinger next turn. Or I could take my... Oh, how am I spending my mana next turn? Okay, maybe I should play this. I just don't like the idea of putting creatures in front of Soulscar Mage, and they kill them, and they get the prowess triggers, and then stuff dies. I just don't like those sort of lines. I'd rather my opponent uses up some spells, uses up their mana doing something else, then I bounce Soulscar Mage, then I play my Lord, and if they want to use removal spells, they don't get the prowess on it. At least they don't get the prowess when they're killing creatures. Yeah, Wall of Sloth, Oliver Hart. Careful, you don't want to be part of Wall of Sloth. It's a great embarrassment to your family. Sure, you're gonna bolt this or something. Bolt, Fatal Push. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Bolt it is.
Flame.
That's sort of nice. Okay, so I can just pass. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. Okay, so actually we should hold up the Trickster for as long as we can. So my plan this game is I'm gonna let them attack with the Soulscar Mage. I'll take the damage. End of turn. I will, I guess, flash in a Harbinger. And maybe even bounce. Or I could even... Actually, I can just bounce it with Brazen Borrower. Or I'll bounce two things. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna die.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die. Okay, that actually helps our... That helps us in a few ways now, because I can now bounce this with Harbinger and cast Trickster with our mana. And... This deck seems to have a lot more creatures than interaction now. If they choose to do nothing, I'm still going to do something. So I'll Petty Theft the Soulscar Mage. And then we'll Trickster this stupid idiot. Goodbye. That is very nice. That is a beautiful sight to see. I guess we'll put Brazen Borrower in play.
So Wizards turns star creatures.
Yes, all the star. Well, I don't know, because I mean, if I don't have Trickster, this thing is just brutal. It's an enormous. I mean, this is worse than Tarmogoyf. It's a fucking 9/9 or higher. It's really evil.
Good.
It's like one of the best cards. Death Shadow time? Oh, another one of these Scourges? Sure. You have to reduce my life total, though. You were doing a bad job of that. Well, here comes Death Shadow. Okay, so I can fly in the air for a little while. This hack is going to make the stupid thing a little bit bigger, but whatever. Ah, oops. I didn't violin anything in play. So what do I do? Attack for 3? Attack for nothing?
3 in the air, like, just don't care.
But I do care.
Well, you can't block on the ground.
And I can crack the Waterlog Grove if I need to. Alright, I pass. We have Harbinger for one of these creatures if it tries to get out of line. I'm getting the sense that they have a lot of creatures, but not that much interaction. So like one Chalice on one could put a huge beating on the stack. Scourge of the Chad Claves. Oh my god. They just did that. They just took 2 damage off of this Blood Crypt. If I take 7, then Scourge of the Skyclaves gets really big. You know what? I think I will take the 7 because I want to bounce this thing at end of turn. If I bounce it now, they replay it and it's still a decent blocker. I think I can go wide for the win next turn. Or it's close. It's really close. What? They just played Mishra's Ball, but who cares? What's wrong?
This is empty hand.
Well, they're gonna draw 1 more card. They're genuinely empty hand. Oh, but okay. Okay, let's draw off of Waterlog Grove because it could be I could draw Trickster and really ruin them. I sort of want 1 more land just in case I. Okay, what's going on here? You have 3 creatures. I'm gonna have at least one more attacker. Okay, so
Spreading seas.
no, I do want. I'm gonna play Harbinger. We'll bounce this.
Goodbye.
Pass the turn. Okay, they're gonna have 1 extra card in hand. Hopefully not a removal spell. That's actually really good. We can copy Trickster and blow up this thing. Let's see if this is gonna happen.
You're not playing with fucking Remand. The Shadow deck with the Remand out of nowhere. Goodbye. Oh, that's all it is.
That's all it was. That's all we needed. Submit. Just run it back.
So many new toys for these decks. But nothing for blue.
Well, we just beat them with one of our new toys.
It's Modern Horizons coming out.
Probably somewhere close to the summer of next year.
There's no spoilers yet.
No, there is one spoiler. They're putting the enemy fetch lands in the set. I can keep this. I don't like that I take damage from Dismember anymore, but it's better than nothing.
They mullied.
Now we have a Spreading Seas. Maybe we can slow them down. Yeah, go to 5. Keep going down.
I love it when the algorithm fucks them over. He's thinking about it. They can get pretty far on 1 land.
I should do a poll here. After this is done, poll question. Stream Among Us or I play Among Us off stream? Stream it.
Did you bring those Super Nintendo controllers?
Forget it. No, I don't have them. Here, I'll start the poll. We got to keep an eye on it though, because after this is over, I sort of feel like playing Among Us for like an hour or something, because I'm addicted to that game.
Because if you're gonna play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I just don't know where you put them.
We haven't started the Nikachu gaming channel yet. And you can see I need like a really toxic group to be a part of. I need to find some like They're gonna Thoughtseize me. Damn it! I need I need some real asshole players to play with. Like I need some like ruthless streamers because I'm all, you know what? Nikachu is really big into the trash talk, and I feel like you can trash a lot in this game, or at least like you see I can say a bunch of stupid stuff.
He's down to play.
I'm off in an hour, then I'm down to murder chat. Yeah, we gotta murder people. Oh, the thought seizing me. Don't do it. They're gonna take my dismember. They took the spreading seas. That makes sense too. Oops. Like I've been playing so much, I have my fingers around the WSAD characters instead of my hotkeys for Magic Online. Oh, you. Whoops, that was a mistake. Should have played Botanical Sanctum. Can't Thoughtseize, but I top deck. I'm not nice in Among Us either. Monster is sus.
Suspended.
Alright, that's good. That is good. Now I feel like, oh, I don't have to think anymore. Unless they've got, what's it called? What the hell do they even have in their hand? I have no idea. Andrus Poverick is in the vent, ghosting us. I guess I'm gonna have to hide the, what's it called? 5 1-mana spell in hand. That's right! That's right. 5 1-mana spells in hand. It's all part of the plan. Your games.
Is this really gonna quit, huh?
They have 5 1-mana spells in hand. They might not have any answer to Chalice of the Void. They might have nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Glaive.
Skillless game. Skillless game. Well, better to be lucky than good. Wow, 2 3-2s today. Maybe this is not the final form of this glass. Maybe I should just go back to what was winning. Like this was a winning strategy, right? What did this deck look like before? And I had one less of the I didn't even play with the Waterlogged Groves. I said fuck it. And we had like one of these and one of these. Maybe this is just how it is. Maybe I have to play, and then maybe I have to have some deprives for those stupid decks that are stupid. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. What do I do? Anyway, Glasspool. Oh no, let's analyze our losses here for a second. We were up against a creature combo deck like the what's it called? The Spike Feeder version. There was no way we were really logically beating that. Like that's a terrible matchup, and we lost to like Neoform. Whatever. I've lost to Neoform with a lot of decks. I'm not in love with Deprive. I'm not in love with Deprive right now, because I get, more or less get by without it. But I don't know. Maybe I should give it more respect. Shave a Chalice of the Void and maybe one relic for it. Although the relics have been coming up handy for me. But anyway, whoops. Let's get into the deck tech move. So it looks like, based on an incredibly small limited sample, I'll have like 5 people watching me stream Among Us against like random people, and Nikachu gets wild. I will fucking pile on anyone who is like remotely suspect of me. But if we're talking about Magic, that is going to be it. I don't know what to say about the Simic deck. Probably deserves more playtesting. This was not the league for Simic at all. We did get to see the power of Harbinger Tides. Thank God! And it was worth it. It definitely helped us in this league, both like bouncing things, putting creatures on the battlefield. It even helped us in the Devoted Devastation matchup. Harbinger was there for us. So I think Harbinger was definitely worth its weight in gold. So this is definitely a card that we want in our deck at the moment, somewhere in the 75. But that's it. So we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon, all the Twitch subscribers subscribed on Twitch. We're also going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and Mana Traders. This is Nikachu with his brother, coming in at the end, playing Simic Merfolk. Glasspool Simic in Modern.